Thailand is about to lift all restrictions. 1st of April, they will not require you to have a fit to fly certificate. Isn't 1st of April Fools? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Hello, happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to be back home and that it's Friday. I'm so tired, guys. It's been such a long week. We've had exams that are now over. That means that the holidays are just around the corner, and I'm really glad about that because that means I'm about to go to the beach. I have missed the beach. The last time I was at the beach was it in October or November? Can't remember. Too long. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. What was I saying just now? That is not a look. That day is not a look. You've seen this floral dress. You haven't seen the rest, especially the one that comes after the floral, the one that looks mustard. I really love that dress. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. And on that note, if you haven't followed Nalek, go onto our Instagram that I'm going to leave on the description below, and do follow. Don't just follow, do shop as well, because so far those of you who've shopped with Nalek, you've loved it. Anyways, as I was saying, the holidays are coming around just around the corner, and it's really nice because Thailand is about to lift all restrictions. Not now though. Anyways, I just read now that as of 1st of April, isn't 1st of April Fools? Guys, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Anyways, as of 1st of April, they will not require you to have a fit to fly certificate. So that is good. You know, you can fly without the fit to fly certificate, but when you get here, you'd have to be quarantined for 10 days. And out of the 10 days, you'd be tested twice for COVID. So that's good, man. You know, right now, rather the past few months, you still had to provide that fit to fly certificate and then come and be quarantined for 14 days, things like that. But now that is going to change, which is good, man. It's good because that means finally, after so long, we can fly back home and then come back without too much of a hassle, you know, because I don't know if you guys looked at those hotel rates. They're not they're not cheap. They are not cheap, especially if you're a teacher. I don't know, some teachers are very rich, but the ordinary teachers, yeah, maybe I should talk for myself. Those hotels are just way too expensive. But anyways, they say that as of 1st of April, it's not April Fools. I don't think they had that in mind. But as of 1st of April, they'll be lifting all that. And then between 1st of April and no, actually, I can't remember correctly. But in October, they're actually thinking of scraping all of that stuff off. The quarantine centers will remain operative, but you will not have to stay at a quarantine center. You know, they'll give people some measures. They'll take other measures that don't require you to necessarily stay at the quarantine centers. Though there's a catch, not a catch, but there's still a restriction. They said areas that are considered that COVID might have mutated or is still mutating, they will have to be quarantined for 14 days. One of those countries might be South Africa. I'm not saying it's South Africa because at this point I'm just speculating, you know, because you know, if you've been watching the news, you know. And also, just up until like 2 weeks ago, they said that quarantine days had been reduced to 10 days, or is it 10 days or 7 days? But people from Africa would still have to do the 14 days. So yeah, you know, the report doesn't say which countries they are still considering to give the 14-day quarantine, but you know, it's just like you leave it to your interpretation. Yeah, so I'm really glad, really. I'm honestly so glad, because I have never been away from home for such a long time. I haven't been home in 2 years. You know, it have been like, I haven't stayed home continuously in a very long time, for over 10 years now. And every year I went home. So this, gosh, it's been rough, man. It's been rough. I miss my family. I miss my mom. I cannot wait to go. But even when there is a silver lining like this, there's still something that is a problem, because Kenya is still imposing that 14-day quarantine on people from Thailand, which is crazy to me, really. Because if you look at statistics, if you look at statistics, or rather the reports, Thailand has one of the lowest spread rate. Is it spread rate? Can I say spread rate? What is it? Prevalence. There's a word I'm looking for that I think you know. Hold on. Let me recollect my thoughts. Okay. Prevalence? Like, I think you know what I mean. Like, haijatambaa sana hapa Thailand. Yani okongenya inya Thailand ka. Yani ginene. I'm trying to say is less than 100 people have died so far. You know, the death rate to infection rate is quite low. So I don't understand why Kenya would put Thailand on that list. It's baffling, you know, it's baffling to say the least. But there's still a long time between now and October. You know, a lot can happen between now and October. So I'm just really hoping that between now and that time, Kenya would have realized that, okay, let's be nice to our kids coming from Thailand, and just, you know, reduce that time, that quarantine, or just even do away with it completely, you know. Because again, as I've said, these hotels, man, these hotels are not for your regular people. You know, like basically saying, if you don't have money, stay where you are. Oh, yeah, it's not very nice. But I really do hope that towards the end of that time, they would have reduced that amount. They would have reduced that period, or even done away with it completely. Because, man, it's been 2 years. For some of us, it's been more than 2 years. This is too much, man. It's too much. Anyways, as Thailand is opening up and it promises to like lift all of those restrictions as of 1st of October, I'll be going back to my series about teaching in Thailand and how you can get to come teach here. Because some of you have already started asking again, you know, because you already see that things are getting back to normal. So maybe I'll resume with that when time is right, because I imagine so much has changed. Yeah, so much has changed because there's a mirror. I thought you were seeing my reflection on the mirror, but anyways, yeah, I'll resume with that. I'll be letting you, though I feel like I've covered almost everything, but as I was saying, so much has changed, so maybe a lot is going to change in the area of coming to teach here. Anyways, that's about it. I do hope you have a good weekend, you know, have a really nice relaxing one. I'm planning to try have a relaxing one, though it doesn't look like it's gonna be one. Anyways, do subscribe, do check out Nalelek if you haven't, do follow and shop with us. You will love every piece you get from Nalelek. All right, do have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye bye for now.